In this video, I'm going to introduce Substance database that comes with every new installation. I click on the Substances tab. The database contains more than 8,000 substances with harmonized classification and exposure limits for the workplace. I have several options for filtering substances. The left part of the search box is used to set the filtering type. The equals filter is used to search based on an exact match of the entered value. Another type is the contains filter, which searches for text contained anywhere in the text. The contains filter type is the default setting for some columns. The other columns have precisely defined information. Instead of the abbreviation ABC, I see an equal sign in the left corner. When I click on the filter row, a predefined menu appears, according to which I can filter the column. Alternatively, there are columns in the software in which I select whether the data exists or not. Examples are columns attachment 17 or 14 and others. I can also combine filters in different ways. I will try filtering with the does not contain option. This will show all substances that do not contain the search text. I'll try to find substances that don't contain the E13 phrase. At the same time, I want to look for substances starting with the word ethyl that are of extreme concern, so I will choose the SVHC criterion. I can see the resulting number of records that the software searched for based on my filter at the bottom left. I can cancel the set filter by clicking the cross on the bottom left or the clear filters button. The same filtering options are available in all SBL core tabs. Click on the Columns and Column Chooser button. A new window will appear where I can add columns to be displayed. I can add columns from the list by double-clicking or dragging. I can remove them by clicking and dragging the column out of the row. If I find the default settings unsuitable, I can rearrange the column to my liking and save the settings. The database contains two types of substances. These are substances with harmonized classification and non-harmonized substances. I will identify substances with harmonized classification by index number and information on the regulation in which the substance was introduced. This type of substance includes, for example, formaldehyde. The second type are substances that are not listed in any regulation but have, for example, occupational exposure limits or are otherwise well known. Such a substance is then labeled the classification is not harmonized. An example is anthracene. I can see substances without a harmonized classification multiple times in the database. I can then choose from the most commonly used classifications available for a given substance, or I can modify the classification according to my own data. All substances created by our company have the name of the company SBL core in the Created By column. We manage these substances and keep them up to date. Therefore, we recommend not to edit them and to create only duplicates of them. If I need to add or change any information for a substance, I create a duplicate of the existing substance. In the duplicate, I fill in the source of the classification, for example, the name of the supplier from whom I take the information in the supply chain. This allows me to easily see in the list of substances which supplier has already filled in the information for a substance.